My name is Jana Alu. I'm from Arizona in the United States, and I currently reside on Jeju as an educator. Yes, my doctor was Dr. Hu Young Jae, and I received ATOSMILE LASIK. I chose SMILE because when I visited my ophthalmologist in the United States last year, she was telling me after checking my eyes that I would be a really good candidate, and that she heard that SMILE was an option in Korea, whereas it wasn't where I was living in the United States. And she recommended that I find a place here to do it, and it has a very quick recovery. I was able to get back to work within a couple of days. I was seeing the next evening, very minimally invasive, so just a really good choice. I really struggled with contact lenses because I wouldn't be able to see when I had to get up in the middle of the night. When I went camping or when I did activities that were not guaranteed to be very hygienic, I struggled with keeping my eyes clean when I was, and my hands clean when I was taking them in and out. So it was just a burden to have to rely on this piece of plastic in my eye to go in and out and in and out. I wore them for 24 years, and so I was kind of over it at some point, and I was seeking an option to not have to depend on them anymore. Yeah, before the surgery, my vision was terrible. I could see shapes, I could see colors. I couldn't recognize you if you weren't very close to me, and I couldn't read words unless they were within feet of my face. And after the surgery, it took a few days. My vision was a little bit fuzzy, a little blurry, a little uncomfortable, but within a week, it was perfect vision. I would wake up in the middle of the night and I wouldn't believe that I could just open my eyes and see the whole room. And so it was a really cool experience, but definitely better vision for sure. So I actually moved here 6 years ago, and a friend of mine who had been here for many years told me that the best decision she had made when she moved to Korea was to get her eyes fixed. And she told me that she went to Dream Eye Center. So I wrote it down, and I wanted to have my children before I corrected my vision. So I had a couple of kids while I was living here, and then I heard another friend tell me that he also had his eyes corrected at Dream Eye Center. Two friends had told me that this was a really great experience for them. So I came and visited, and I was given the option of getting SMILE, which was recommended to me, and I got it. And it was a phenomenal experience. When I was in the United States, it wasn't offered, SMILE specifically. They did have other options, but they were very, very expensive. I could not afford them. Here, it was within my budget. I love that it's a lifetime guarantee, that I can come back again and again. If I have problems, you will correct them without charging me more. And so I appreciate that. Yes, I loved my experience here. Oh, I'm not sure exactly. Between $5,000 and $10,000. And here it was a little over $2 million. So at least half the price, a quarter of the price here. There it would have taken me so long to save that up. And I don't know if they offer a lifetime guarantee, whereas Dream Eye Center does. So I appreciate that. Yeah, I actually have. I told a friend about Dream Eye Center last year because he wanted to correct his vision before he moved back to the US. And he only had a few months left, and he was really wanting to do this. And so he came here and he got it corrected, and then he loved his experience. He came back into my classroom a few days later and told me that he could see, and he loved it. So, and then he moved back to the United States, but he definitely wanted to get it corrected while he was in Korea. I haven't tried anything new yet. Maybe next summer I will go camping, but I was very impressed at how quickly I was able to drive a vehicle after the surgery. Within just a couple of days I was comfortable behind the wheel, and I was nervous that it would take a while to do that. So this is something that I have been wanting for years. I had been so nervous to get it done and so anxious, and I talked with my therapist about it. I had so much anxiety going into this, and when I got here, I remember I was given a stuffed animal, and during the actual operation, which was very quick, I held the stuffed animal on my chest and I focused on breathing in and out. And the whole operation, I was just, and I was able to feel the stuffy going up and down. And that got me through. It was so scary, but when I just focused on my breath, and then all of a sudden the surgery was over. And then they took me to a room, and I sat in a really comfortable chair, and I got to choose really soft, comfortable music to listen to during recovery. But yes, it was very anxious going into it, but the actual operation itself was way less scary than I thought it would be. So I would highly recommend. So my biggest advice is to not let fear get in your way of doing this, to just do it and get your vision corrected, because you will not regret it. The doctors in Korea, specifically at Dream Eye Center, thousands of surgeries a year. So this is a very common procedure that's done again and again with lots of experience. And I just reminded myself that the doctors here have a wealth of knowledge, and I would recommend that if you are on the fence about it, that you just do it, because afterwards you will not regret this. ATOSMILE LASIK positively changed my life by freeing me from having to depend on plastic contact lenses to begin every day. I loved Dream Eye Center. I loved coming here. My experience was so positive. I came from Jeju. There were some options on Jeju, but I chose Dream Eye Center because I had just heard such great things about it. And I've come up here several times for checkups, and they've always been super accommodating. Saturday appointments, which is a big deal because I work during the week, and super flexible with my schedule. And so I just had the best experience here, a very comfortable environment and easy to get to. So I recommend that people come here for sure. And I will continue to tell my friends and coworkers about Dream Eye Center.